Hi all, it's David Semach from Agile Quality Blog, and today it will be my second video in the series of Selenium WebDriver automation, subcategory locating web elements. So today I'm going to show you how you can locate web elements using the element class name. So what the flow that we are going to use today is simply uh, uh, open my blog. Let's check it. As you can see when you're opening my blog, after a few seconds you will see the disclaimer grid. So in my application today, I'm going to use the class name of the X button simply close it. So this is our application today. So let's start and first define the URL. So I will create a single string at the top of the application. So we will be able to change the URL at any time without changing it in the application itself. So let's define the URL. So as I said before, the URL is my blog. And for the, let's define string um, disclaimer class. So this is the class name that we are going to use in the program. Let's identify it first. Let's refresh the web page to regain the grid. Okay, inspect. As you can see now, the class name that's relevant for us is, here it is. So let's copy it and close the browser. So this is the class. As you can see, there is white space here where we must remove it first because otherwise the application will fail as Selenium does not allow to locate web elements with white spaces. So uh, if I will show it in the later videos, you will receive a notification to use the CSS element and not class name or ID or anything else because white spaces are simply not allowed. So let's remove it. And now that we have the two strings that you are going to use in the application, it's time to create the first our web driver. So as I showed you before, let's create a driver from type Firefox browser. Okay. The second thing that we need to do is to navigate to the URL to my blog. So navigate, go to URL, and let's add the URL, simply the URL string that we created before. Okay, so now before before we trying to locate the element, I want to show you something. If we run simply the aweb element, let's call it disclaimer grid, driver element by class name. So let's add disclaimer class. Okay, here it is. And I want to press on it. So claimer dot click method. We will use the click method that will press the X marker. And let's run the program now. And as you can see, it's most likely we will be failed because the driver will not identify the web element as there is some delay in the between executing the problem and until the browser is actually open. So let's run it and see it. So as you can see, the browser is now opened. And the application failed because he couldn't find the element. So in future videos, I will show you how to use explicit and implicit weights, but for this video, we will simply use the .NET system threading slip. So here it is, system dot. Let's do it. Let's close the application. Let's cancel the execution first, and let's write it here. System dot threading thread slip, and let's ask him to wait something like 8 seconds. Now let's rerun the application. So now the browser will be opened. We will enter the relevant URL. Okay. Now the application will wait 8 seconds prior running the code of identify the grid and press on the X button. Okay, here it is right at the bottom, and then you will see it's now click on it and the application will end without any issues. So this is the end of this video. Please subscribe to see my future videos. I will add more great stuff about Selenium locators. See you in the next video. Thanks.